Shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Shema Shai, Shema Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Salutation, your brother pushing this word with truth, saying it with charity. Alright, so this video basically pretty much Esau proving that the scriptures is legit and you can't get around it, man. You know, you can't get around it. You know, like the scriptures say, let their own tongue fall upon themselves. Hey, these Edomites are going out, and instead of Esau destroying the book, then gave him the book, but it's just so evident when you look around. You know, if you pay attention, you can see everything, man. You know, really, especially the small things of the scripture, the milk of the scriptures, you know. But it's proof of the flood. You know, now I used to bring videos like this out, you know, like the Ron Wyatts and the history and things like that. I might get back into it, you know, but this, the brother sent this video to me, but check it out.
Had to be formed from a catastrophic event called the flood.
Oh, yeah. I could. Maybe, yeah. If you want to.
Can I share it with you?
Yeah. All right.
Scientific fact number one, the Colorado River starts 3,000 feet above sea level. We're 7,000 feet above sea level. There's no way for a river that starts 3,000 feet above sea level to go uphill and carve out a canyon that's 7,000 feet above sea level. Scientific fact number two, on top of where we're standing, there used to be another mile of dirt that has been removed for tens of thousands of square miles.
Okay.
The Grand Canyon is missing 900 cubic miles of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
These layers represent 130,000 cubic miles of dirt.
Okay.
A huge difference.
Yeah.
Fact number three, all those layers were laid down very quickly. There's no erosion marks in between the layers, which is what you'd get if they were laid down slowly over millions of years. And there's no growth of root structures into the layers, which means they didn't even have time to grow roots or trees. There's no way those were laid down over millions of years.
Okay.
All those layers were laid down very quickly. When a river carves out a canyon, it forms a delta at the end and it deposits all the sediment. You can't find the sediment in the delta. There's actually a very small delta. Whatever washed this out came through with so much force and so much water, it even washed the delta away. This tells us it couldn't have been the Colorado River for a long period of time. It had to be very, very quickly. So if all these layers were laid down at the same time, and there's a mile of strata that's missing from this whole area, and the Colorado River starts at 3,000 feet above sea level, what would it have taken to remove all that sediment? Not just this, but all of that sediment.
All the Ice Age.
I don't know. The humans destroyed everything.
Prehistoric monsters.
And then the Second Ice Age. And
Maybe some miracle.
The prehistoric, what are they? What do you call them? Dinosaurs?
What do you think?
Water.
It had to be water.
Well, it would make sense with like a huge giant flood.
John, what do you think?
but
You're the one
then
down
what
here.
happened to all the water after the flood?
Well, it's still here. 70% of the earth is actually covered by water.
Yeah.
And so it's actually still out there. The ocean sank down and the water that was covering the continents ran off into the low spots, causing all the erosion that we see today. Do you think that makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah, it does. I mean, maybe.
The flood covered all the high hills, that it wasn't just in one area, that it actually was worldwide. And when you look at the world today, it's 70% covered with water. Does that help change your mind?
Could possibly.
I think it sounds logical.
That does sound logical?
Yep.
Think that could have happened?
Well, it could happen. Well, I'm not like extremely religious, but yeah, it could be. Why not?
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Would that make sense of a mile of dirt being
Easy.
gone from right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so basically he proved the flood. So let's go to the scriptures in Genesis, the 7th chapter, alright? It's Genesis 7, I'm going to start at 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month and 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were open. All right, so basically, the Lord opened the firmament. he, which proves to you that that the blue you see above is water. All right, because it say he broken up the fountains of the deep. So basically, it was geysers going off and everything from the bottom, and not only from the bottom, it was coming down from the heavens. The Lord actually, I don't know if you've seen that episode of The Simpsons where, you know, they cracked the firmament when they were playing baseball, and then the water just came down. Like, that's pretty much what happened, man. You know? It said, and the fountain of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were open. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And in the selfsame day entered Noah, Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, and the sons of Noah, Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark. All right, so this is pretty much what happened, man. So he said, you know, when you go into the history of the flood, every nation has their starting point is a flood. All right, when you go into the history, man. All right, now whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. But if you can go, if you got Esau coming out saying it, you know, you got like the scripture say, hey, look, going into that scripture again, make their tongue to fall upon themselves. A lot of these people that's doing this research is heathens, man. They're not Israelites, man. Some of them might be because we scattered among all the nations, but for the most part, these are heathens, all right, who putting 2 and 2 together. All right, so who Esau then gave them our book, and they didn't research this and research that. It's not us. We didn't make the blue letter. We didn't make the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. We didn't make these books. We didn't make encyclopedias and words, and that we didn't do that. So what happened is Esau, his own people, who his scholars, then wrote books about stuff. Like, look at Ron Wyatt. Me personally, Ron Wyatt, I think he might have been an Israelite, and the Lord was leading him, and the Lord used him, all right, to uncover a lot of those things, man. The chariot wheels, all right. Matter of fact, you know, just look him up, man, because I'm actually finna get off my break. Wanted to do this quick hit on this video, you know. And what's crazy is Esau know, you know. And when you go to different it's actually documentaries on Netflix and Hulu about the flood, man. Why is so much mystery surrounding the scriptures, but you ain't got no mystery surrounding the Quran? You ain't got you ain't got the whole world trying to study the Buddha or Islam or Santa Maria, whatever. But all of this mystery is surrounded by the scriptures. You wanna know why? Because the scriptures is a history book, and it's a book of prophecies, man. And guess who wrote that? The prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, who were Israelites, who was inspired by Yahweh Shema Shai to write the scriptures, man. You know, like I think it's 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration from the Most High. All right. So with that, you know, I just want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, by Shem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Shalom and above above. And now it says GrandCanyonMovie.com, Scarred Earth. So if you want to check it out, it's a whole series on it. I'm gonna check it out myself. A brother sent me this. I just wanted to go into it real quick. So, you know, there you go. Shalom.